welcome to Community channel. Today we are here with Pepa Duarte. She's a Peruvian actress and I brought her to a Brazilian, thank you very much. I brought her to a Brazilian restaurant so we can share together and we're gonna know about her experience.
Thank you. I'll try this one.
Hi Pepa, how are you?
Hi, good, thank you.
I love your name, by the way, like Pepa. Is that your real name or?
No, that's my, I don't know, my nickname and also like my stage name.
Right.
So I go for Pepa.
Tell me a bit about yourself. I know that you are Peruvian, but what part are you from?
Yeah, I am from Lima, so that's like the coast. I used to live in a neighborhood called Barranco, which is where most of my family is at the moment. So it's like a very beautiful neighborhood just around the coast. So I used to go walking to the beach, so that's something I miss. Yeah.
And how long have you been living here, okay?
It's going to be 4 years.
Really? Only 4? I thought it was more.
Yeah, not so long, yeah.
So when you're starting acting, it was in Peru and then...
Yes, so when I was 13, I got like the chance to start doing improvisation, and then from that I just like fell in love with the idea of telling stories or being on stage. So I just then decided to be an actress, and then I did like drama studio
as well
things.
when I started, yeah.
Oh my god, yeah. So I was just like fascinated by it, and then I just kept pursuing it. I did performing arts at uni while I was studying acting besides uni, so that I was always an actress.
So you did the uni in Peru as well?
Yes.
Scenic performing arts?
Yes, performing arts. So we had a little bit of everything. So movement, but also acting, but also producing, and then writing and dramaturgy in general. So we did like a bunch of things. And then I was fascinated about physical theater, so I did go to Argentina quite a lot to take workshops, and did the same in Peru. So I was always like very interested in movement.
Oh, that's amazing. I saw a few of your stuff. I think she's unbelievable. I really love that. She's super talented, guys. Super talented. So you never been in a Brazilian place before? I mean, you have been in a Brazilian or not really?
No, not really. Like I live around here, and it's a Portuguese borough. But then like all these Brazilian places started to pop out, and like I've never been to one.
So she will try the açaí. Is a fruit from I think north of Brazil. I think I think you're gonna love it. Can you try?
Yes. Wow. I'm like, wow. It's really good.
Did you like it? Especially today that it's sunny, so did you have an açaí when it's a sunny day?
It's like a fruit that I don't know, a very different fruit from things I've tried before.
Yeah, it's a tropical fruit. Everybody in Brazil loves it.
Yeah.
I'm glad you enjoyed. Yeah. And I'm gonna show you guys what we have here for those that never tried Brazilian food before. So to start with, this is the Guaraná Antártica. This is a soda that we love in Brazil. It's actually from the same fruit that we produce. So when I'm on this place, it's the first thing I order. And this is the coxinha. I'm gonna open here for you. So as you can see, chicken with catupiry is a type of kind of cream cheese, and it's so delicious. And this is kiwi. I think this came from basically when the Arabians moved to Brazil, they brought this type. I don't know exactly the type of flour that they use, but usually it's made with maize as well, and you put like a lemon. And this is the pastel. As you can see, it's super international. This basically came from the Portuguese to Brazil as well. I have two. This is super delicious as well, and I'm just gonna look at that.
Wow.
There's chicken as well and cream cheese. So I'm a really happy girl right now. So we're gonna enjoy this meal right now, and we're gonna go back soon to know more about Pepa Duarte. Enjoy the açaí?
Yeah, it was delicious.
I'm pretty sure you enjoyed my coxinha, quibe, pastel, guaraná. Everything is so delicious. And let's go back to your life in Peru. And did your parents were supportive about your career?
I think they didn't fully get it at the beginning, but I think I took charge on. I'm going to demonstrate that this is something that that you can make a living from. So because I started teaching very young and I started performing really young, then by the time I needed to make a decision on going to university, then I had kind of like a support already around me. So they slowly got that okay, this is gonna be like a forever sort of thing. So from then onwards, they've been like really supportive.
Are your siblings interested in arts as well?
Yeah, so I have plenty of them. I have a bunch of them.
Really?
So one of them is a musician. He's always been. He also works in publicity. So he's one of my older brothers. Then my other brother, he creates furniture, kind of like from the legacy of my dad. So they do like rustic sort of furniture. So a bit of artistic side there, and my sister does something completely different. She has a whole brand on ecological and sustainable products for like beauty but health as well.
And she creative.
Yeah, and she also does kombucha. So she has like do you know what kombucha is? It's in like a effervescent sort of drink that is really good for your tummy. And it's also supposed to be delicious. It depends on the person. But yeah, she has this whole brand of like a variety of products, and she's pretty amazing on that.
That's cool. That's super cool.
Yeah.
And how did you decide to move to London? Why UK?
Yeah, I don't know. Like I was looking for a place where I could do a master's degree. That was like my main focus. I want to go somewhere where like there's a really difficult application process and there's like a big audition and only some people get in. Like I wanted to sort of prove myself that I could be great to a worldwide standard rather than just Peruvian. And I wanted to go really far, so I felt like, because I've been before training in Argentina, I felt like, okay, I've been in South America all around, I might want to go somewhere really far. And then the US was something I was attracted to, but they didn't have like those master's degree level, and I wanted to use my uni degree to get something.
Right.
So then the UK just kept on appearing on my search. It was all the time like the best 3 drama schools in the world in the UK. And then from those, it was most of them were in London. So I just like kept thinking, okay, that's the place I should be going to. Yeah, and my English wasn't good at the time, so it was also like, do I actually want to go somewhere that I have to use another language? But then like nothing else could be done. Like all the places like France, which I was also interested in. It was like, I'm not gonna learn something from scratch. So I decided to go for English and then, yeah, UK.
Yeah, and where did you study?
I did my master's at Arraes. It's called MA Theatre Lab, so it's a bit of like devising and physical theatre and for professional actors.
And did you like the studies?
The course, yeah, I loved it. It was crazy, like demanding, intense, challenging.
How long was that?
A year.
A year. Okay.
But I was also like working while I was studying, so like it felt like so long.
Yeah.
But yeah, I loved it.
That's amazing. You definitely proved yourself that you could do and learn English. So fair play to you.
Yeah.
So when you graduated, how was to work as an actor, as a performing performer. How was it for you?
It was difficult, like, I think, because I lived out of theater when I was in Peru. I was like lucky enough to be able to do what I loved for a living. But then when I came here, it was like as if all my CV went back to zero, which was like really disarming for like already being a grown up and feeling like, oh, everything I've done, it doesn't seem to land here. So it was a process of like restarting as if I had never done this before. So like so slow. But then eventually, finally, like things started to like click, and finally, I got some jobs like as a performer for a few R&Ds, and then theater, and then also like film, and also like a bit of this and that. And I finally got back to drama facilitation, which is what I usually did. So then, like, yeah, and now I feel really comfortable.
Can you talk a little bit more about those projects that you do? So can you tell me a little bit more about that? I know you're a drama facilitator as well. You work with Old Vic.
Yeah. So I'm a freelancer for them, and I normally go to different schools, high schools, or communities in general just to deliver projects and workshops. So I do that with them. I also direct the Sadak Playhouse's youth company, which is like the elder youth company. So people between 19 and 22. So they're like an amazing group of talented young people. So I do projects with them. And then I also work for Tenda, which I facilitate, again, from drama skills, but in relation to healthy relationships. So we bring awareness about gender equality and many other things that I think are very, very important nowadays.
That's absolutely amazing. It's nice that you could still work in the craft but helping others, so especially young people, and it's a way of be the example for them as well. They can see that you can do this if you want to. So I think it's fabulous.
It's exciting, yeah.
And what do you expect now from your future? What are you planning?
So I have a project that we are developing at the moment, and we'll be on at the Platforma Festival, which is a festival in Yorkshire.
Right.
Because I've been commissioned by Counterpoint Arts to do a performance, which I hope will be possible, but it's two physical performers outdoors, and essentially like inspired by the act of having tea, but in our Latin American version. So I don't know if Brazilians have one, but like in Peru we call it el lonche.
Yeah, we do have like chimarrão.
Exactly, so everyone does it, but I wanted to find like that connection between British culture and our culture as Latin Americans. So it's a physical performance outdoors, and then a sound piece that it's a gathering of a research we're doing with Latin American families around the UK. So again, like a chance of talking about migration, and as well a belonging, and a sense of like how do you reconstruct home away from what was used to be home for you.
Pepa, do you want to add anything else? Do you want to like say to these amazing people that is watching us?
Yeah, sure. I think if you ever want to pursue a career in acting or as a performer or even like as a teacher, I would say go for it. There's always people you can reach out to, and don't be afraid to do that. As well, I would say find your community, because I think like when we are together, it definitely feels that it can get easier, and you would always find someone to like bounce on, and you will feel included. So I think find your community, do your research where you want to be, and just hands on and start doing it.
So this is Pepa Duarte. If you want to follow her, her Instagram is here down below. And as you can see, she's an amazing artist and an amazing human being as well, doing great things for the young people. So I'm really, really glad that she's here with us today. So if you want to follow us as well, just subscribe to our channel and the podcast as well, CommunEating. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye!